For some reason, internet is going very slow. I hope. Okay. Okay. Let's see how it goes here.
So, are you getting your master's in economics then?
PhD.
PhD.
Yes.
Wow. Good for you. How old are you?
I am 30 years old.
You look a lot younger than 30.
I'm younger?
You look younger than 30.
That's good. It's good. Because it's not your passport.
I came in thinking you were one of the students that showed up early.
Okay. Okay, right now I need to. This will be a good link. This is the link. Let's see.
I actually had a question on Angel. I see like on the grading, you have something at the bottom that's like extra work or something. What is that?
Maybe handle it later. Okay.
Yeah, no, take your time. Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, I just don't want to mess up.
Yeah.
This. Let me try this. Looks like. Okay. For some reason, everything goes slow, so I don't know. I hope still students will see the Probably this is bad. It will not work. Could you go on Angel and try, or Webmail and try the link that I sent?
Of course.
But I think it's not working. I may need to. What's going on? It's here. Google Hangouts and how to get this link? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it's not working. Ah. Oh, probably it's working. Yeah, just check whether it's working.
I think I'm in, yeah.
So you see me, right? I'll just. You basically need to see that would be small lag, so you will not be seeing what's exactly going on.
I think it's loading, sir.
Okay. I think it's okay. So basically, what I'm doing, like, I'm just this Econ. So what do they do? Okay. This is just check what's in Oh, this
Signals between the two, like your phone, your computer.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that. So,
Okay. Right now it should be okay.
so it works. I'm gonna take it off now.
Yeah, but right now I see you. So
You see
You
me?
see me?
yes.
Oh,
Is that right?
is that right?
No, something wrong with it. I need to fix it.
I'll mute myself.
You see yourself, right? Also.
Yeah, I see myself at the bottom. I didn't know everybody knew.
Oh, but sometimes you appear also in the main video. So I don't want. I mean, it's okay if you're at the bottom, but it's not okay if you're on the main video. Yes.
Oh, I can switch back and forth, can you? Like on the bottom right, there's you, and there's also me, and I just clicked on you, so I only see you.
Oh, okay. I see.
So, yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you just don't. So if you click, okay. Let's see what happened. Yesterday it was nasty.
There you go. Turned off my camera.
Oh, it's funny. You could be there. Okay.
Well, if I'm right here.
But you see also the chart from the right? Okay, not.
Yep, I see the menu for the chat on the right.
Okay. Ah, okay. No, it's bad. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. I think I messed up a little bit. That's okay. Fix this. There needs to be some other link. Okay, it's a problem. Oh, okay, guys. Okay. It's probably not so bad, so that's why I could see everybody. And everybody could talk it. But yeah, that is okay. Somebody's gonna say, okay, cool. Some, okay. Yeah, but it's bad. Somebody will be connecting all the time. How to fix this problem? Why? Hi guys, do you hear me?
Yes.
You could, so basically you could use a chat. So there is, if you look on the left hand side of the video, and on the top corner you will see the chat. So you could just click there, and the chat will appear from the right-hand side of the window. So you will use in chat instead of talking. You will use chat. So if you want to ask question, you will basically use chat. And please don't put this on your. Okay. Okay.
That's very human.
Okay. Yeah, because it.
Sergey, you need to go to the YouTube link. This is not the correct one. Well, at least we can see how your students look like.
Okay, so it's very.
This? No. No, I'm not. But yeah, feeling good. Are you Econ leader? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Look. Oh, I thought you said calculator. I mean, that sounds weird. Sorry, my name's Rush. Nice to Rush. You're not coming to Rush. It's my first day. What? I graduated early from my high school. Oh, really? Yeah. I was like, actually, I'm from New York, Pennsylvania. There's a Penn State York over there. And so, like, our high school had something where you could, like, substitute your high school classes and go over there and take them. That's awesome. Yeah, so I just got, like, a lot of, like, the requirements for graduation out of the way. Like, you have to take, like, 4 years of math, that kind of stuff. So I would do, like, 1 year, I did, like, 2 years, 2 different courses in math. I was able to graduate in years. And then
It is me who's calling.
Amazon.
Hey, I just pasted a link here. You see that this is the link I'm saying?
Yeah, but probably I could go at least for 45 minutes, like it's now. So what I need to just.
Okay.
Well, what I need to direct. What I need to direct to the student, just basically not click on that their face not appear. So what I need to do.
So you need to copy this link that I just pasted here and send it to your students, like online.
Oh, okay. But they could do it here, from here.
Yes, they can do it from here, but
it will be easier because I will confuse them. Okay, it will be easier.
Then you can stay here.
Okay, I will say right now. Okay, thank you.
Never go back to the YouTube part. Like this way, you will also hear your students asking questions.
Oh, okay. So I could use like this one, right?
Yes, that's also possible. But I don't know.
How do you know when they're talking, then it's switching to them? Is it
how it switch to them? Yeah.
Okay, when they talk.
But also you can you can click on one of those little boxes of like those pictures and videos. When you click on them, it just fixes the screen in your computer.
Okay, so if they click on you, they will hear me, right?
Yes,
I will be on the phone.
Doesn't matter. They will hear everyone who is talking, who is not muted.
Yeah, but I want just to me broadcasting. How I need to do this?
That is not going to be possible.
Okay. So yeah. So but how the way it's switching? It's just when somebody is talking, then it switches to that person. Is it correct?
Yes, as long as you do not fix the video. Like if you click on one of those things down, it fixes the video on your computer. So
okay, so I could fix on mine like you. Okay, and this will be me.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. That's the same they could do, right?
Yes, and if they don't want to be heard, like they can also, like there is a menu on top, they can press the mute button so that
Okay,
no
this is
one will
probably too
hear what's going
complicated.
on their site.
Okay, it's fine. It's already enough. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, guys. It's 3 minutes past 36:30, so we are up to start. Okay. So today we will cover some materials that is related to lesson 7 and 8. Okay, so there will be 2 problems from these lessons, and also there will be from homework number 4, and there will be also 1 question from practice problem. So people who are watching us online, so I hope you already got idea how it works. So basically, if you click on me, that the Sergi should be written somewhere, I hope. So if you click on me, you will be seeing this video, right? And you will see what we are doing here. And if you want to talk and ask some question, just basically talk, and then we will hear you asking question, hopefully. Or if you couldn't hear yourself asking question, what you could do, you could also write the question on chat. And chat is, if you go to the left upper corner, you will click on it, and chat appear from on the right on your screen. Okay. Okay. Cool. So please write down if you think that it's not properly quality or whatever, and I will try to direct it in the way that you see problem number 1. Okay, so we'll start with problem number 1, and I didn't finish writing it, but it's fine. Yes. Do you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just wondering. Hopefully they do.
I mean, I can try and open it on my if you want me to.
But Rush already did it, right? It works perfectly, so okay, let's move on. So they will open. Let me type here. Okay.
Sergi, we can hear you, but like
so basically,
can you wait for a second?
We have some information or cost of competitive. This is costs.
Guys, if you can click on like the microphone on top, like there is a
and
microphone.
This is question number 1 from homework number 2.
Something on it, with some cross on it.
So this gives you quantity.
If you click on that, we will not be hearing you.
As it produces 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, the total fixed cost is the same. It's 45, right? Dollars, and there is total variable cost. It increases as you increase the production. It's by project, right? It could be, for instance, the price of 0, 20, 35, 45, 75, 120, 108. Okay, and this column was not given for you marginal cost, but we are going to fill it in, and it will be very helpful for us to solve this problem. Okay, here are the tables that we need to fill in. So we are given market price. Let me finish table. So there are 5 choices.
Pretty well taken care of.
Yeah, you probably got to move something out. It was a well-paid dog.
Yeah, he said it was no problem getting the car.
This is Q star, so this is profit maximizing level of output. Okay. We need to also to find out total revenue and cost, and finally profit. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there is Ramazan is telling that it's not working very well. Oh, this will work now, right? Okay, this Ramazan is telling that it's working now, so let us proceed with this. Okay. So let us proceed with this exercise, okay? So as I said, what we will start doing, we will start to fill in marginal cost. And then you see how it's useful to fill in this table. This was not given for you, so it's not necessarily to be done, but I don't know other way how it should be done. It could be done, okay? This is the easiest way to. Okay, do you remember the formula for marginal cost?
Change in quantity or change in total variable. Yeah, change in total variable cost over quantity.
From a change of quantity. Okay. So let me write down it here. I hope it will be seen properly. So marginal cost is equal to delta total variable cost over delta of quantity. So the change of quantity. Okay. We know that there is other formula also, where you be instead of this, you'll be just change in total cost over change of quantity. But since we in that table already having information on total variable cost, it's much easier for us to use that one instead of calculating total cost. Okay, so that's how we will use it. Okay, cool. So let's proceed to this table and try to fill in marginal cost. Okay, so here, of course, here it will be. There will be no information because there is no change in the when we come to 0, we just at 0. We couldn't produce -1, right? So there is no information here. But what number should I put here? 20, right? 20?
0 to 20 is changing
20 and divide by change in quantity. And change in quantity is simply 1 because 1 minus 0 will be 1. So here we will put 20. Okay, very good. So what should I put here? 15. 15. Why 15?
Jump from 20 to 35.
Yes, it will be 15 and divided by jump from 1 to 2. Right. So it will be 15. Okay. Do it properly. It's here 15. What should I put here? 10. 10. Right. So we got the idea that the change in quantities over there it's always 1. So basically we divide it by 1. So we're just getting change in total variable cost. So there is no the spot for this exercise. We don't have actually this spot, right? So we could do it very fast. Okay. So here will be 75 minus 45. So here will be 30. Okay. 120 minus 75 will be how much? 45. 45, right? Because 100 minus 75 will be 25 and plus 20 extra. So we have 45. This is 4, not 1. So let me do it properly. This 4. Okay. And the last one? 60. It's easy. I could calculate this also. It's in the 60 because 180 minus 120 will give you 60. Okay? Is it clear how it was done? I'll just ask him. There is no question so far in chat, but please write down the questions. There are probably small lag between me talking here and people seeing us online, so probably I will return to it in a moment if there is some question online. Okay? Okay, so let's go here. So what information we can know? We know the market price. And for the purpose of simplicity, I will start with the highest price. Just you know, like, we will fill in the whole table. But I prefer to start from easy stuff and then go to the difficult stuff, okay? This is just my preference. You could do other way around on your exam or whatever. It's fine, okay? So let's time this price 70. And the way how we will be thinking, so we will be thinking the following way, that's very similar to what I discussed yesterday. Let's think about producing one by one output. So you're thinking, okay, I will produce 1 unit of output, produce 2 units of output, and so on. And whether this will be profitable or not, okay? So if the price is 70, is it profitable to produce first unit of output? Why?
Because it's greater than the marginal cost.
Yeah, so the marginal cost, the cost of producing this additional unit of output, 1, is 20. But you could earn producing it and selling in the market 70. 70 is greater than 20, so you're getting to 50, so it's cool, right? So we need to do it. We need to produce 1 unit. The same holds here. We could produce second unit. It's even more profitable. Third, fourth, fifth, and even sixth. It's just 10 bucks, but still there is some profit. You don't want to lose it. So the optimal number Q star will be 6 here. Okay? Cool. So, is it clear? Okay, cool. How we will calculate total revenue?
Price times quantity.
Price times quantity. So we have price here 70 times quantity 6. It will be 420, right? It will be 420 here. Okay, cool. So how we will calculate cost over here? Excuse me?
135.
How do you know this?
Total variable cost plus total fixed cost.
Yes, there are just two sources of cost. We have either total fixed cost, probably like the cost of the land, and we have total variable cost. It could be like wages. So we need to sum up total fixed cost and total variable cost. This is this line, 45 plus 180. It will give you 225. Correct? I hope I sum up it correct. Right?
Yes.
Correct. What about profit? How do we calculate profit?
Total revenue minus cost.
Yes. So there is suggestion from the room. What's your name, Basile?
James.
James. Okay. James. James?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, James. So James is telling that we just need to subtract 225, that is cost, from total revenue, 420. This will give us, I guess it's 195, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
I'm pretty yes.
Sure. Okay.
If it was 425. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So let's do very fast these two rows, just to make sure that we get it okay, and moreover, the people who are watching us online have a time to ask questions. So if we do this, and there are no questions from online people, we know that they are on the right track. Okay? So we need to be a little bit polite to them. I understand that we're probably doing a little bit faster, but people on that side of the screen have a little bit more difficult time. So let's do this here. Let's start with optimal quantity. So tell me what is the optimal quantity here and why this is so. 5.
53.
Yeah, so 53 is greater than all these numbers, but less than 60. So 6 unit is not profitable for us to produce, but everything else is profitable. Okay, what should be here?
65.
So total revenue should be 53 times 5, so it should be 265. Okay, what should be here, like the cost?
165.
165. So how do we know it? We simply sum up total fixed cost and total variable cost. And the profit, that is the difference between total revenue and total cost, will be just 100. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Let's proceed with the next row. So it's 44. What is the optimal quantity here? 4. How do you know that it's 4?
Because you're going to only cost 30 to have your marginal cost is only 30 for 4 units, but it goes up to 45, so you'd be losing your dollar.
Yeah. So exactly. As James explained, like 5th unit already is not profitable for us to produce, and everything before that is profitable to produce because marginal cost for each previous unit of output is less than the price we are getting. Okay, it should be 4 here. Total revenue is just again simply multiplication. It should be 176 if I'm not mistaken. So guys, checking it. Okay, what will be the cost? 45 to 75 should be 120, right?
Yeah,
120, and the difference between two of these guys will be 56. Okay, good. So right now, 2 complicated cases. They are not too much complicated, but let's think. What will be Q star here? 3. So how do you know that it's 3?
I figured out that at 3 you would only get a profit of negative 36, which is better than your getting a fixed cost.
Okay.
Because marginal cost keeps going down, so you want the lowest marginal cost for a given market price, assuming that market price is still is not larger than the next marginal cost.
Okay, so since I don't know whether people hear you or not, so let me do a little bit my way, and you will say, James, if it's correct. Okay, so the way I see it, let's proceed with the same logic we did before. So 18, we have market price 18, but here we see cost that is greater than 8, 20. So it seems like this first unit is not a good deal for us. But what we observe next, we see that second and third one is a good deal. So basically from this, we're thinking that two possible situations could be. We either produce nothing, because this good is not good for us. We either produce 0, or we could produce 3 units. So we said, okay, we will lose this $2 here, but we will gain something here. And actually, you could calculate it easily, what we will gain. So you lose $2 here, here you gain $3, and here you gain $8. So it will be 11 minus 2, it should be $9. But we will calculate more carefully here, okay? So we'll do calculations more carefully, but you see that 0 is 3, but it means, you see clearly that it should be 3. But we will verify it in a more clean way, okay? Let's go back here. Here situation is very similar. You're losing here when producing first, second unit, but you're gaining something here. So it's not clear whether you will produce 0 or 3. Okay, so you get in 0 or 3, and answer here will be actually 0. Right? But how I figure out it, it's basically the same way we did last night. Basically, we will do absolutely the same. We will calculate profit for 0, okay, and we will calculate the profit for 3, and we will compare two numbers. Whichever profit is bigger, we will go for that, okay? Just to make sure to make it properly, okay? So let's do the following. So let's write down total revenue here for 0 and total revenue for 3. Cost for 0, cost for 3. Profit for 0, profit for 3. And then we will see that what is bigger here. Okay, does that make sense? A little bit mess up our table. So when you're doing it on exam, what you need erase in the end, or do a separate separate sheet, you know. Yeah. But here I will do just to convenient, because if I write down here, probably people will not see it. Okay. Cool. So let's do it. There are some questions going on. I see this question, so let me proceed. If you see that your question is solved, just write down, okay, thank you, I don't need it to be solved anymore. If not, once I finish with it, I proceed with your questions. I'm sorry, it works a little bit better this way, I believe. Okay? So let's start. So what will be total revenue if you decide to produce 0? 0, right? Because we sell nothing, we get no revenue. So it will be 0. Or what will be if we sell 3 units? 54. 54. So we will multiply 3 by price, 18. So it will be 54. What will be the cost? If you produce 0, what will be the cost? Negative 45. So it will be just 45. It will be 45. Or if we produce 3 units, so it's here, 90, right? It will be 90. So let me tell it again. If you don't see it, it will be 45 or 90. And what will be here? Profit? Negative 45. Negative 45, because we're subtracting 0 minus 45. Or negative 36. So you're subtracting 54 minus 90, it will be negative 36. Okay, which number is bigger? Negative 36. Negative 36. Okay, cool. So this number is bigger. So it means that we prefer this, this, and this. So basically, what your answer is, if you forget about this, it will be 3 here, 54 here, 90 here, and finally minus 36 here. Okay? Let's do the same exercise here. So part of it is easy. I will do it. So 0, 45, minus 45. It's absolutely the same. If you produce 0, doesn't change. What about 3 units here? What will be the total revenue? 42. 42. The 3 times price, 14. It will be 42. What will be the cost here? 90. It's easy. I could do it because I know that the same should be numbers here. And what will be the profit? Negative 47. 48. Oh, 48. So you need 42 minus 90. Yes, it's 48.
So which one is larger?
Negative 45.
Negative 45. So make circle, put start here, put start here, put start here. Again, on homework or exam, you need to erase to make sure that this is irrelevant, or do all this analysis on a separate piece of paper. Okay? I hope it's clear. So before coming to questions from online, one little remark here, just to connect it a little bit with theory, probably it will be useful for you on exam also. So what's going on actually here? We are still, this question is actually about short run, not so much about long run. So what's happening in long run, in short run, sorry, is that you already bought land. You already decided to make production, right? And what's going on here, you have this market, you observe this market price 80, but you still find it profitable to produce 3 units instead. I mean, by profitable, I will explain what I mean. You still find good deal to produce 3 units, because even so you gain negative profit, right? But you cover everything, all this total variable cost and a little bit of total fixed cost, okay? So you're not getting these losses of minus 45 from fixed costs. You a little bit covered fixed cost. You see, in short run, you could not avoid fixed cost, right? You could not close your firm. You already signed a contract with this land. So probably for the next year, if you face the same price, you will probably shut down your firm, okay? Because you know that in long run, you should do 0 profit, right? It's this competitive firm. So here, you're basically shutting down this firm even now, but you're still taking this losses minus 45. You could not avoid it. Okay? You already bought the land, okay, or paid for rent of the land for this year. Okay. So let me check the question online. So how did we find out cost one more time? So I believe that this question is from Logan, is about marginal cost. So let me explain it one more time. So this is the formula for marginal cost. Is the change of total variable cost over the change of quantity. So let's look at this 20. What is the change of total variable cost? We are moving from producing 0 units to producing 1 unit. It goes from 0 to 20. So the change is 20 minus 0. So we have 20 on the top. What do we have on the bottom? So as I said, we're moving from 0 to 1. So 1 minus 0, this is a change in quantities. So it will be 1. So once again, we have 20 on the bottom. Oh, 20 on the top, sorry. 1 on the bottom. 20 over 1 will be 20. Because in this exercise, everything is easy because we have change in quantity will be just 1 unit. And it's very easy calculations, but you saw last night that it's a little bit different. We had changes in quantities that was more than 1 unit. Okay, it's a little bit more complicated, but you just need to be careful that you divide by change of quantity, not just subtract, not just found total change of total variable cost and said, oh, happy, I solved the problem. Okay, cool. So I believe this clarified a little bit. Adding up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. Probably like so. Oh, probably that was question about this cost, and Elisa is completely correct, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So Elisa wrote adding up fixed cost and variable cost. Okay. So Elisa right now asking us a question: how do we choose the quantity for each market price? And she's asking the next question: as in how do we choose to produce 5 output for the market price of 50C? Okay, so I will explain this one. So the way how I am explaining is basically not exactly how it happens in real life, but it's the easiest way for me to think about this. So I'm thinking sequentially. I'm thinking, oh, I have 0 production right now. Let me think what will happen if I produce 1 unit. Okay, so what will happen? This will be the price, 50C, and marginal cost of producing this unit will be 20. So 53 minus 20 is positive number, 33 bucks. So by moving from 0 to 1, we are gaining something. So it's a good deal. That's why I decide I will produce 1 unit. Okay. Then I think in the same way about second unit. It costs $15 to produce, but I'm gaining 53. 53 is greater than 15, The difference probably a little bit tricky to calculate for me. But it's clearly a positive number, so it's good deal. So I'm producing second unit. The same for third, fourth, and fifth. But unfortunately for sixth unit, it's not anymore a good deal because the cost of producing this unit is 60, while the price is simply 53. Okay, 53 minus 60 will be minus 7. Cool. So remember, let me come before I monitor the answers to the questions. Let us come back to this 18. How we try to calculate the profit even without calculating all these numbers and figure out which units to produce. Remember, we have 18 here. We said if we produce 1 unit, we are losing $2 here, but we are gaining $3 here because 18 minus 15 will be 3. We lose 2, gain 3. Together it will be gaining 1. Correct? Here we gain 8 additional bucks. So it will be together $9, right? But we need to remember that we are paying fixed cost. So we are paying fixed cost and it will be 45. So 9 minus 45 will be how much? 36. What is the number here? It's miracle, right? No, I mean, this is just other way to thinking, okay?
Right.
But since you need to fill in this table anyway, it's probably the easier way to proceed like we did before. But this is just the way to think clearly, to check yourself, you know? Because, you know, like guys, on exam you have tough time, you know, like you have 2 hours, you need to work fast. Like not like now we're relaxing and explaining everything clearly, but on exam you will have tough schedule. So then you need, okay, you calculated this, made some mistake, but then you check, okay, I have still 1 minute of time, let me check very quickly what I'm gaining, what I'm losing. You said, okay, here you have plus 9, minus 45, 36. Is this number the same? Cool, I got it. Okay, and I'm not losing additional point or two just because I made arithmetical mistake. Okay, because sometimes for us it's different. I mean, I will usually getting some partial credit for providing at least work to show that you are using correct formula. But sometimes for such huge tables, sorry, you probably will be lazy to provide the formula because you want to do everything fast, right? To not lose time. Okay, let me monitor what other questions were. Logan say, thank you, clear now, and Elisa say, okay, got it. Okay, it's very good. So we have right now 7 p.m. Let me see. Would you mind, guys, making short break, like 15 minutes?
15 minutes from now, or
yeah, 15 minutes from now, and then we continue.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we are making 15 minutes break. So if you want to go somewhere, just drink coffee, whatever, just relax. Okay, and I will. I think there are no more questions here, so you'll probably erase everything, and I will start to writing down new problem. Okay.
The question for me, because I have to go have a medical appointment.
Oh, but you will see everything on.
Oh, I'll see you later. Okay.
I understand it. I hope nobody will ask any question regarding what I am erasing.
The Starbucks closes pretty early, doesn't it?
Starbucks?
Right.
Starbucks.
Down there.
It's not Starbucks, I guess. It's just some coffee shop.
Maybe.
But do you think that they're closing early?
I don't know what time they close. I know during summer they close.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. We still have 10 minutes, so it's break now.
Do you like teaching online courses?
Yes, very much. No, resident, I would say, so there is a question from James whether I like to teach online courses. I know this question is not related to lesson 7, 8, but I will be answering this question because I always feel excited to fill in people's curiosity, if I can. So yes, I like teaching online courses more than resident, actually, because I have more freedom with time. It's not necessarily less work, but it's definitely more freedom is allocating your time. So yeah, so I was traveling during second week, and I was able to manage a class. You know, I couldn't do the same if I'm teaching resident course. But also, it's different experience between online and resident course. So in resident course, you have more feedback, so it's more fun. You know, like you are coming to class and you see such smart student as here, you know, like, and you're interacting with students and they're helping you to solve all the problems. You know, instead in online course, if you've got some question on Piazza, on an Angel, you need to go and write down, and you don't see exactly like feedback from the student. So here I see the reaction. I see that James is smiling. That means you got the answer. Okay. Okay, this is how it goes. So it's not necessarily. I mean, personally, I think residence course provide much better quality of, of understanding the material for students. It's much easier for them to get the material. But there are some people who prefer online courses just because they could self-study, right? And I believe this is cool that nowadays we have these two options, right? So if people like me also have a little bit problems with their schedule, right? So they couldn't attend class every day or a few times per week, sorry. But you could spend evenings and mornings studying, then why not? You know, like you pursue your degree, so it's cool thing. So this would be my like complete answer to this question. But this question will not be an exam. So.
I got the answer.
Wait, this question won't be on the exam?
I don't know.
I simply like teaching online.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So these questions that we are covering, I don't know whether they will be on exam or not. This basically my instructions to you when preparing to exam, right? Was what? Review all problems from homeworks, from assignment, from extra practice for practice. So we're doing part of this job, right? And I believe it's fun to do it together, right? And also it's much probably, I mean, I understand, like during online course, you're studying hard at home, and it all times the same. You know, you're like sitting, reading, and trying to solve the problem. Here you have more interaction, so it's a little bit different. And I believe that in studying, when you study something, you should use different resources. It's not like just studying in the same way all the time. Yeah, so the problem, if you're bored a little bit with this discussion, so the next problem, what we will do, this is extra practice for lesson 7. So you could go to lesson 7 lecture notes and find out the statement of problem, so you don't necessarily need to put strengths on your eyes to see what's written there, but just go online on Angel. It should be lesson number 7. So then there is a link to lecture notes in lesson number 7 folder, and then on that link you go, it will redirect you to lecture notes, and then on that lecture notes you need to find out somewhere extra practice link. Okay, I hope it's easy to find out that link. Okay. And we will be answering exactly this question just in 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, actually, for some reason it shows me 0 viewers. Are you guys still there? Could you please write down if you are still there? Just write down in the chat, I am here, and I will know that you are here, because for some reason it shows for me 0 viewers. I see Logan is still there. Yeah, okay.
Do you like it, Logan? Are you having fun with us? He's smiling. Okay, good. What's your name again? Viraj. Where are you from?
Here? I was born in the United States, but my ethnicity is Indian.
India. Okay. I see. So your parents came from India, right?
Actually, well, my dad, he came from India.
Oh, okay.
My mom, she was born in Africa.
Oh, okay.
Lived in India, so she was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, that's what I see. Like the color of your skin is a little bit shown like white Indian, but it's mixture. It's not exactly.
Yeah, I'm very light compared to like.
Yeah. You light comparatively. So we're just discussing what's going on with Viraj. It's probably not of much interest to everybody. But I hope you guys at some point you will go all together to some resident course. And you'll say, oh, I was in online course 102. And you'll say, oh, I was also in that course.
I actually met someone in my physiology class who's in this class too.
Oh, okay.
There's someone in my class who's in this class.
Okay, we still have 3 minutes to start. Yeah, this is the only break. After that, we will discuss this extra practice problem, and after that, we'll discuss one more problem from homework number 4, and we will be done. Okay.
So I actually do have a question. Unlike when you click on this class and it shows up the grades for everything, it has bonus activities on the bottom.
That's me too.
Oh, did you?
I will just steal some markers. Is it also cool? There's no other comments?
Yes.
No, but
You said you were gonna explain it. Yeah. Any actually, I'll do it. I have an 89 point of something.
First insane one that fortunes in. So I would have gotten like 92, but I didn't fucking turn it.
That's why. That's the worst thing.
Yeah. It's like,
I hate only on the midterm, like tonight or tomorrow when we do it, and then final next week at the end. So yo.
but yeah, I was
No, that's okay. Okay. I forgot it wasn't 5 and 6. Got stuff on 5. I think it was pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna read the book. Yes.
Do you see any trash box here? Trash.
No.
Oh, no, these are just trash this one. Oh, I'm getting out of memory. It's good that I saw it before it actually went out.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of battery.
Yeah, but the problem is that I don't know how to do it because the closest its outlet is over there. Is that outlet? Oh yeah, but it's too far. Okay.
I don't know if you can.
no problem.
Might be able just to use this board. And then plug
Yeah,
it
but
in.
then I need to rewrite everything. Is there something like child? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's rewrite it. Okay. Thank you. It's probably yeah, we are up to start this technical issue. Oh, it probably will even better to see. Do you see it clearly right now? I hope you do. Okay, so let me start. So we have this extra practice problem. It's, as I told, it's in lesson 7. So the story is about competitive market in long run. So before we saw a problem with short run competitive markets, right now we have long run. So we have n firms. This n number is unknown for us, right? But there are n firms in the market. Each firm's cost function is C equals to 25 plus Q squared. Okay. I hope it's seen clearly. If not, just go to the practice problem and you will see it in your computer. So the small q is amount produced by each firm. Okay. Marginal cost for each firm is 2 times q. Okay. And the market demand is given by by price equals to 100 minus 2 times the output. And this output is the total output. Okay, the total output, it means produced by all firms together. All firms together, it means that Q, capital Q, equals to N, number of firms, times the amount each one of them produces. This is just statement of problem. You're just understanding what's going on. It's a very important step, actually. My dad was always saying to me, if you understand the statement of the problem, you already solved half of it, okay? I don't know whether it's true or not, but I mean, it always helps to know statement of problems. So let me move on. So we have 3 problems that we need to solve, and let me start with problem number 1. It's how much output each firm will produce. And it's implicitly given there that all this behavior will be in long run. Okay? So how we'll do it? So let's analyze it. So there are two sides, okay? Let me ask you this question. So what is the formula? What is the formula for profit maximization in competitive market? Do you remember one? No. Okay, so it's probably a good idea to remind you, okay? So actually always we are writing marginal revenue equals to marginal cost, okay? This is all the time. It's not just for competitive market. It's for everything. Marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. It's like similar analysis that we just did. You know, like just think about it. Marginal revenue is additional unit I am producing. This is how much I will get, right, from the market. And this is how much I need to pay. So as long as this number is greater than this number, we are producing. So we stop producing just when they equalize. And marginal revenue is less than marginal cost, we will not be producing. Okay? This is how we memorize this formula somehow. But also for competitive market, we know that marginal revenue is nothing else as price. Okay? So each additional output that you are selling on the market will result in gaining price. You're gaining the price of this output. Okay? It's different for monopoly, but for competitive market, it's the case. Why this is the case? Because in competitive market, you're price taker. Okay? You couldn't set up price yourself. You're just taking what is on the market. Because if you set up a little bit higher than this price, nobody will buy from you, right? So think about it. You're going and to Walmart, say Wegmans and Trader Joe's, and you see all these guys together. Suppose that they're located on the same, not like in State College. In State College, they're located in different places. But suppose they're located in the same place, like close by, and you want to buy a Coke. And Coke, if 2 of them cost $10, but the third one, say Trader Joe's, it costs $12. Will you buy the Coke from Trader Joe's? It's absolutely the same Coke. It's competitive market. Why the hell do you need to buy from there? Right? So you will buy for $10. Okay, of course, if these marketplaces are in different locations, it just could happen that you're in one location and you don't want to spend your time driving to other location. It will be a different story, right? So you should remember that
situation with perfect competitive markets are too rare, right? Too rare to be true, but it's good to analyze it because something very, very closely observed in the reality, right? Still, if there are price difference in $2, there will be some people that could decide to drive to not from Trader Joe's to Walmart to buy Coke cheap, okay? If it's absolutely the same product, okay? Cool. So it means, just as I said, price equal to marginal cost. This is the profit maximizing behavior, okay, for competitive firm that is in competitive market. Okay, very cool. Also, we have this condition, so this profit maximizing, and also we have this condition of free entry. Okay. As free entry, what it basically means that as long as it's profitable for some firm, it's okay. Let me slow down. Free entry basically means that it's very easy to enter the market. Okay, so if you see that these people are selling Coke, right, then you could also just go there and sell Coke on the street. So you know, like if you go to New York, say these people are selling Coke on the street, you know, $2 or whatever. So you could very easily enter the market. But what we know, like then you have greater demand, greater supply. So in order to meet the demand, then price will fall down, and at some point it will not be any more profitable to enter the market, right? And this point where profit is exactly zero, right? So let me derive this free entry for you, okay? Probably on the exam you will just memorize the formula, the main formula. You'll never do it, but let's build some understanding behind it. So what is profit? How do you calculate the profit? It's total revenue minus total cost, right? Correct? What is the formula for total revenue?
Price times quantity.
Price times quantity. Very good. For total cost, let me explain the total cost this way. So it will be average total cost times quantity. Correct? Then I could put Q out. Could put out of brackets, so you will have formula P minus average total cost times Q. Okay? And then I will ask you the question, when profit equals to zero?
Price is equal to your average.
Exactly. So one is when Q is equal to zero, but this is not interesting case, and other when price is equal to average total cost. So this will be free entry will result in price equal to average total cost. Okay? So you have 1 and you have 2. Okay? So it's probably a good idea to memorize these formulas. Not derive them all the time, but I'm just showing that it's not formulas that, you know, we're not studying, we're not creating these formulas. They are there. Okay? They're in the market, we're just observing these formulas, and then we apply and analyze them. Okay? Cool. So how to use this tool to answer our questions? So how much output each firm will produce? Okay. So let's look. We have here price equals to average total cost. Here we have price equal to marginal cost. So how these two guys are compared? Marginal cost and average total cost. They are equal, right? So what is happening since we have price equal to average total cost and price equal to marginal cost? This implies that average total cost equals to marginal cost. And let me check what's going on online. I hope. So some people left chat. Yeah, I hope everybody. There are still some people. Okay. If you are here with us, just write down I'm with us, so that we know that at least someone is with us and there are no technical problems going on. Okay. This is what we got, right? So let's see what it gives us. So average total cost. How to calculate average total cost given information we have?
$25 plus Q squared divided by your quantity.
Like quantity divided by Q. Okay. So this we calculate in for one firm. So actually here it would be probably more careful and write down small Q instead of capital. I will write down small Q because this is calls for each firm. Okay. Okay, cool. So we know average total cost for each firm. What about marginal cost? 2Q. Okay. So how many unknowns in this equation? One. So we should be able to solve it. Okay. So let's do this trick. Let's pre-multiply both parts of the equation by Q. Right? Oh, no, pre-multiply.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it will be 25 plus Q squared equals to 2Q squared. Okay. That's what you get. And I'm transferring here just to keep it on one board. So that what I could do, I could throw this Q squared to the other side. So it will be with the minus sign, right? So it will be on this side, it will be 2Q squares minus Q squared equals to 25. Does this make sense? Is it the way you're solving? Yes. Okay, cool. Just say if something I'm writing something wrong. This gives you Q squared equals to 25. And if I remember correctly, 5 to the power 2 will be 25, right? So this gives us Q equals to 5. Okay, and there is some question online, so let me check what that question is, and I will answer that question before we move on to other part of this question. Okay. So there is a question from Mikaela. My screen keeps freezing and doing in and out. I'm not sure it's just me or everyone is like that. Yeah, guys, so I see myself in clear way, so if you face the same problem as Mikaela, so probably just write down in the chat. So probably it's something like with your Wi-Fi connection, Mikaela, that's my best guess. But please write down like just, I have the same problem, and I have not the same problem that Mikaela will not try to fix it, okay? Just to help you. Unfortunately, I will not be able to help you in any way. Probably the best way is just to wait till the end of the session and then just go on YouTube. I will give you a link and you will be listening it after that. Of course, you will not be able to ask the questions, but at least you'll have access to all the material. Okay? Any questions? Okay, so clear. It's a little bit messed up. I mean, you need to do a little bit of steps, but basically, you need just to know these two formulas and know that you could collapse them together and have this nice equation. Okay? And after that, it's easy. One equation, one unknown. You should be able to do it. Okay, so let me move on. And how I'm doing it, I'm just correcting my screen a little bit. I hope it's still clear what you. Okay, so right now the question is, what is market price?
You plug it in
Where I will plug it.
into it. Like 100 minus 2 times that, so 100 minus 10.
You're saying this, your suggestion is this one.
Right.
So, but this is Q capital, you don't know Q capital. So that was wrong suggestion. Okay, so I will not even comment on it. Okay. Because you don't see part of the screen, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know.
No. So
Price is equal to. Well, I was going to say price is equal to your average total cost, which is 5, because your marginal cost is also 5.
So average total cost is here,
Yes.
and price is.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's...
No, it's cool. It's cool. So you have average total cost is here, so it's in terms of Q. So you know this expression because you know already Q. So you could plug in back here. Fine.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you could plug in back here in this formula, this Q small q. Fine. But also here it's probably easier to plug in it here. Price is equal to marginal cost. So price equal to marginal cost. But we know that marginal cost is nothing else as 2 times Q. Right? It's formula over there. But also we use it here. So 2Q, so price equal to 2Q, and we know that small q is 5, so it will be 2 times 5, and this is equals to 10. Okay, so easy. So we did some more work in the part A, but part B we're getting almost for free. Right? Okay. Let's move on. How many firms in the market are in London? So I need somewhere are in London. This is the key point. Basically, all the problems about long run. Okay? It's implicitly given that we are solving just for long run situation. Okay, and right now we will be actually using the suggestions that came from Virat. So let's go back. Here we have this market demand, right? And we never used this information before. As I told last night, sometimes in exercise you're given some information redundant that you are never using. But it's rather rare case, okay? So it's a good idea to check, okay, I have this equation, I never use it. If you completely don't know how to proceed further, just check what did you use and what you didn't. Okay, in this situation, you didn't use this one, and you didn't use this one, so probably it's a good idea to use it, okay? Because right now you have P, so from this equation, you will find out the Q, the total out. You will know Q, you will know small q, N is unknown, you will find out the N. So this is our strategy. We will use this and this to find out the number of terms in the long run, okay? And right now, I will just realize realize this strategy, right? Okay. I'm connecting my computer. Sorry, so you will see my shirt. Probably not the best shirt. I bought it here, by the way, I believe, in State College. But I not will be advertising any store because you will see, oh, this advertisement. Sergey is earning some money from this store. You know, that not so many people are watching. So even if all class will go online and watch this video, it will be just 100 people. Nobody will pay me even penny for convincing 100 people to go to some store in State College. You know? Okay. Anyway, so what I told, let me just repeat. We have this formula for demand. P equals to 100 minus 2 times capital Q, our total output. So P is 10. Equals to 100 minus 2 times capital Q. Okay. I put numbers in one side and unknowns in other. So this 2Q I will put here, so it will be 2Q. And change sign from minus to plus. It's 100. Then to other side from plus to minus. It will be 2Q equals to 90. And Q equals to 45. Let me write down it properly. It's not 46, it's 45. Does make sense? Okay, cool. It's part of the problem. It's intermediate step. So don't be happy. But always read what you asked for because you could be so excited. Oh, I got it, and then just forgot to finish it. It happens with me. I believe it happens with everybody. So how many firms in the market are in long run? Basically, what you could do also is probably also a good strategy. You need to understand what it means in terms of labeling. You just N, right? Right. So you probably then, when you come back, you don't need to reread whole question. You will just see, oh, I need N. I found Q. It's not whole done. So, and I told that you have still this equation Q equals to N times Q is given to you in exercise. But even if it's not given, you need to know the meaning. So this is the total output, and this is the output per firm. Okay, so if you have N firms, then this should be the case. Okay, so we found Q, it's 45 plus to N times 5. This we found in part A. Okay, so then divide both sides by 5, and you will have N equals 45 over 5, and it's nothing else as 9. Any questions? No. Okay, so people in class, this is Leo left just is James in Viraj, correct? Yes. I even don't know what's the name of the left. Shame on you. Yes, so one person left, okay, but he promised to watch us online. Okay, so I'm waiting like for 1 minute for your questions, and then we will go to problem number 4 from homework number 4, and this is my favorite question. I taught this course last semester, and I taught resident course 302, and we were solving this problem in class also. It was a lot of fun. Okay, I believe you will enjoy it also. So, any questions? Okay, so I believe I believe Ramazan was trying to help Mikhaila to get back, but I'm not sure that it was successful. So there are 3 people online right now, not including Ramazan and me. Okay. Cool. I hope there are no questions, so I will try erasing board slowly, starting from that side. So if people still have questions here, you could answer their questions. Okay, no questions, so I'm erasing else. I taught this course last semester. I taught resident course 302. And we were solving this problem in class also. Okay, so we're done with this. Oh, Mikhaila was back, but then she disappeared again, it says. Oh, it was not Mikhaila, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, I will use different colors for this one. Okay, so we are moving on to problem number 4 from homework. So it's number 4. So here we have monopolistic form, okay? So monopolist traces the demand curve. And this demand curve is given by equation P equals to 596 minus 6 times Q. And marginal cost is equal to 20. So it's constant. And fixed cost is equal to 0. So it simplifies our analysis because fixed cost is equal to 0. Also knows that marginal cost is constant, and you remember that in analysis in textbook it usually has this first right, so let me see how it goes. So but it goes first. So it basically is not constant, right? So it goes first up and then down, if I'm not mistaken, or vice versa, or first down and then up. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, it goes first up and then down. So here it's a little bit not typical case, right? But here marginal cost is constant. Okay. Okay, but just simplify analysis. And you ask this question, so there are several parts of it, but the first one is pure monopoly is basically profit maximizing quantity of monopolistic firm. Okay, that's what you need to find out. So how I like to solve this equation, and that is why exactly why it's so much fun, because we could solve all these equations simply using the graph. Okay. So I will draw the graph. So and the bigger you will draw, the better picture you will have. So on this axis, I will put P on y-axis, and I will put Q here. Okay. And first, what I will do, I will draw this demand curve. Okay. So when Q is equal to 0, then we have price equals to 596. It will be 596 here. And here will be the point of 596. Just up and then down. So here it's a little bit. Plug in this number back here, you have 6 and 6 will cancel out. And you have 596 minus 596 equals to 0. This will be 0 here. Okay? Good. So this will be our demand curve. Okay? This is our demand. And we also know this curve marginal cost. So let's draw marginal cost. Put demand somewhere here.
and marginal cost, so suppose it's 20 here. It goes like that, so this is our marginal cost. Okay. Cool. So could you let me know what is the profit maximizing condition? We just told about this in last problem. So what was that? What was the formula for profit maximizing?
Marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, James. So it's marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. Okay. So we have the picture of marginal cost. Let me draw the picture of marginal revenue. Probably for this exercise, it will not be so helpful, but you will see that it will be much more helpful in part B, C, D, and so on. Okay. So how I do it? I basically taking this line and divide it by half. Divided by half, this and this are approximately the same. And I draw the line starting from this point and draw it here. So this will be our marginal revenue. And I also could determine this point. So this will be exactly this number divided by half. So it's 596 divided by 12. And how we find our profit maximizing quantity, we said marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. This is the point, but we are going up to Q. This is the quantity, right, on x-axis. And this will be our QM. Did we put subscript below? This will be our QM, okay? So we know marginal cost is 20. So how to find marginal revenue? Okay, it goes steeper, right? So basically, you need to pre-multiply by 2 the slope here, -6. Okay, so marginal revenue will be 596 minus 2 times 6 times Q. And again, we're getting marginal revenue out of our demand curve simply to pre-multiply and coefficient in terms of in front of Q by 2. Okay, that's how we are getting marginal revenue. So marginal revenue. Marginal cost is 20 here. So we could plug in marginal cost and marginal revenue in this equation. So what we will have 596 minus 12 times Q equal to 20. Again, put numbers in one side and unknowns in other. So you will have 596 minus 20 equals to 12 times Q. This will be 576 equals to 12Q. And this will give us Q equal, I will check my notes. It shows that it should be 48. And let me put M subscript everywhere. This quantity of monopolist producing. Okay. Do you have your homework number 4 here so that you could check whether it's the correct number?
It's the right number.
It's the right one. Okay, cool. Any questions regarding this one? Okay, so it's pretty much straightforward, right? You just need, the only thing you need to remember that marginal revenue, how to get marginal revenue out of demand curve. That's it. After that, it's pretty straightforward. Then part B, let me solve part B, so probably will not require a lot of space, so it will be enough. So part B, you need to find PM, okay? So could you help me to find out where PM is on the picture? Price for the monopolistic firm. So you have QM.
Oh yeah, you keep going up QM all the way up to the demand curve, and then where
exactly. Exactly. So let me erase this marginal revenue here. Let me put it somewhere else, like here, marginal revenue. This is our marginal revenue. So you keep going, as James is advising now, up to the point we hit the demand curve. Okay, because you know that the law of demand. So this price, this will be the quantity demanded, and we know that quantity demanded should be equal to quantity supplied, right? So this is the quantity supplied by monopolistic firm, right? But it also should be quantity demanded.
Right? The reason monopolist is producing as much because somebody wants to buy, right? Okay, cool. So this will be PM. So let's find out PM. So this picture tells you what you need to do. You just need to plug in QM back into the demand curve, right? Okay, so where is our demand curve? It's here. So PM will be equal to 596 minus 6 times QM. And we know that the QM is 48, so let's plug in it here. Okay. And I will not bother you with calculations. I believe it should be 308. Is it correct number?
Yes.
Okay, so James is saying that it's correct number. I will trust him. Okay, so let's move on. I will just move a little bit screen that you could see the next board. Okay. We will solve number C. So in number C, you need to find out the profit. Okay. So the profit. Okay. So do you remember the formula for profit?
Total revenue minus total cost.
Yes, right. So it will be profit. It will be total revenue minus cost minus total cost. But you always could skip this total. You just need to remember that you put that. So what is the formula for revenue?
Price times quantity.
Exactly. So it will be PM times QM. And let me speed up a little bit so you could plug in the numbers and you will find out that it will be as much. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Do you remember, James? Not this time? Okay. How we will find out the cost?
Yes, right number.
Okay, how we will find out the cost?
Marginal cost times the quantity.
Right, so you remember from the last page that we know from the last formula that it will be average total cost times the quantity. But in this exercise, average total cost is marginal cost is constant, average total cost and marginal cost are the same, right? That will be marginal cost times quantity. Or if I plug in numbers, so we know both numbers, so marginal cost is simply 20, and quantity, and this should be optimal quantity, of course, it's 48. And if I do it correctly, it will be 960. So then what you're doing, you plug in these two numbers back into the formula for profit, and you will get the profit equals to this term. Okay? Okay, profit from profit. What else left? So there are two more parts left that are really fun, I guess. So let me just wait for a second if there are any questions from the audience, but I believe there are just two people. So Logan and somebody else, and Nick. So let me know, guys, if it's clear what we just have done, because I want to erase part C to have place to solve the rest of the problem. Yes, but let me proceed probably with problem. So we need to find the next what we want to find is consumer surplus for monopolistic firm. I guess is this correct? Or? Right. Do you have the statement problem? Just check for me because this.
What would the value of consumer surplus be if the market were perfectly competitive?
Yeah, so we are assuming right now, okay, Logan. Oh, okay, so for Logan, everything is clear. Okay, cool. I don't know about Nick, so Nick, please tell us if everything is clear so far. So right now, we are assuming that we are working with competitive market, right? It's not anymore monopoly, it's competitive market. It means that everybody takes prices given. Okay. And what will be price, by the way?
Marginal cost.
It will be marginal cost. So let me put marginal cost equals to price of competitor. Because we know that the competitor market we are making zero profit in long run. And this question implicitly assumes that it's long run. Okay? Okay, cool. And what will be the consumer surplus? Could you find consumer surplus here? Where is the consumer surplus?
It's so once we go to the demand curve and we have that quantity, the consumer surplus would be the extra.
Okay, so let me zoom out. So basically what you are doing, the consumer surplus will be the area between price or marginal cost and the demand curve. Okay, so it will be the area, this area, will be this triangle. Just up to this one. It will be this triangle. Okay, so like formally how you think about it, so you're thinking like unit by unit of output. This is if you divide it into really small pieces, right? This is the first piece. You go up to the demand curve. This is how much society benefits from this first unit, okay? And this is how much society pays for this unit. It's marginal cost. And you go up to this point, to the same analysis, sum up all the benefits together, and it will be the total consumer surplus, okay? Cool. Then what I'm doing next, I'm just erasing everything. This will be problem number D, I believe. D, and for D, what we need to calculate is consumer surplus. But what it actually is, we just figure out that this is the area of, and I will do the stick, blue triangle. Okay, it's the area of blue triangle, that area. And how we calculate that area?
1/2 base times height.
Yes, so it's 1/2 of base. Where is base? Base is over here, from here to this point. It means that we need to find out this number, right? And what this number will be? Quantity of in competitive market, right? You know the price in competitive market? Then what we are doing, the same trick as we did for part B, just plug in this PC back to the demand curve. I'm sorry, you don't see the demand curve, but believe me, you're just plugging it into the demand curve, right? Because this is the intersection point of marginal cost and demand curve, okay? So it will be here basically, so it will be 1/2 QC times the height, and the height will be just 596 minus 20. So you need to find out QC first. And I told you how to do it. You basically plug in PC into the demand curve. So we know that PC equals to 596 minus 6 times QC. This is 6. Okay. So we know that PC equals to 20. Okay, unknowns in one side, knowns in other. It will be 6 QC equals to 596 minus 20. And finally QC and this will be 96. Okay. Then we will use this equality and we go it up to here. So right now we know QC, so we know the quantity, so it will be 1/2 times 96 times, I will do this subtraction, it will be just 576. And all this will be huge number. I hope I did calculations correct, so it will be 27648. And James is checking for us whether it's correct. Yes. James is saying that it's correct. Let me read the question from Logan. All clear up to now. Send soon. Much appreciation on the clarification on topics. Okay, you are very welcome, Logan. Okay, good. But you could see this video online to finish up with what we are covering right now. Okay, is it clear, guys? Because we have just one viewer online, this Nick, and Logan already left, and we don't have much interaction with Nick, so I'm not even sure that he is there. Okay, I hope he is there. So let's proceed to part E, and you will be done, and you will have some rest. In part E, you need to calculate deadweight lost. Okay? So could you show the area of deadweight lost under the monopoly?
So everything under the category, or under the one that we just calculated?
It's everything that's underneath the price of monopoly, but to the right of it, and above marginal. So it's that it's the triangle, lower right triangle. The only triangle on the right hand side of the shaded one.
Correct. So what James is saying, you're taking QM here, and moving to the right of it, correct? That's what you wanted to say, right? Wanted to say that moving to the right, so it's all area to the right of quantity of monopoly that is above marginal cost and below the demand curve. And just a little bit theory behind it. So we know that socially desirable level is this one, right, of output. Because this is the demand curve. It's how much our willingness to pay for this unit, okay? And this is the cost of this unit. So up to this point, our willingness to payment is greater than cost of the unit of producing that unit. Since our willingness of payment is greater than cost, it's socially beneficial to produce this unit, okay? Up to this point. What is happening in monopoly? Monopoly firm produces less and charges more, right? And as a result, we are losing this triangle, right, from our social welfare, okay? And that's why it's called deadweight lost, okay? This is just small remark coming back to the theory. Okay, probably it will be useful when you will take your part 1 of exam. I don't know, but I'm just making this remark. And again, we are using absolutely the same formula to calculate the area of triangle. So it will be area, but this time it will be green triangle. Okay, and it's 1/2 times the base. The base this time will be quantity of in competitive market minus quantity that monopolies will produce times price of monopoly, the height, price of monopoly minus 20, minus marginal cost. Okay, let me plug the numbers here. Do you remember what Q competitive was?
96.
96, okay. It was 48. PM is 308. And marginal cost is 20. Okay. So just trust me. The final result will be 6912. And James is again checking whether it's correct. Yes, James is saying that it's correct. Okay. We don't have any more questions. We still don't know whether Nick was with us or not. Okay, at least he tried hard to be with us. Okay. Right, so let me just say the final word for those of you who will be watching this video later on, because right now we have just one viewer watching us. And so from the beginning we had plenty of viewers, but probably some people were from other countries than US and they have different time zone. You know, like it's probably not fun sitting at 2 a.m. 3 a.m. and watching this video, right? It's probably much more fun sleeping. Okay, so I would just want to say thank you for people who came here. I'm thinking seriously about holding office hours for final exam, just one session. And I hope that some of you, probably not the people that were today with us was James and Viraj, right? And there was also one other guy whom we forgot to ask the name. Okay, so I hope somebody else or the same guys will come to our session on preparing to final exam. So I don't know how many people will be watching this video, but surprisingly a lot of people were watching yesterday's video. Actually, almost last time I was checking, it was more than 40 viewers. Okay, so it's pretty much, it's almost half of the class. Okay, so if the same will be demand for this video, then I believe it's something useful to be done. Okay, then I will do also one session for the final exam. Okay, but it will be very good if the people come to the class, because it's very important. It's interactive. You know, I know, guys, how fast you react, so I know whether I need to go slow or fast. You know, otherwise I wouldn't know. You know, because there is some lag with video from to people who are watching us online. Okay, and good luck on your exam.
Thank you, sir.